Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. And remember, not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone. But there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take the messages that resonates and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. So it's the 13th of October today, 2025. But whenever you're hearing these messages, my messages are timeless. It's when you're needing to hear the messages the most. You know, and appreciations to my new subscribers. And for those that's commenting, sharing, liking the messages. It's definitely helping my channel to grow. And for those who's needing to hear the messages, to hear the messages. And for those of you who doesn't know, I've got a second channel. It's actually my first channel, but around 4 years ago I was kind of guided to move away from that channel and start this channel, which is my my main channel now. But I did a message over there. I've kind of been guided to read for the sign of Taurus. So for those of you who doesn't know, I'm a Taurus sun in the tropical charts, you know. So anyway, coming back into the energy of this message, I was out and about today, and I was hearing a song, and I love dancehall music, you know. It used to be one of my favorite type of music. So this song that I was channeling today, I haven't heard it now. I'm talking, it could be around 15 years, honestly. But it's a violent song, so there could be some kind of a violence that's going on in regards to a situation and this energy that I'm tapping into. The name of that group is called Ward 21. Now, as I was channeling even the energy of the name of the group, I'm picking up on the energy of hospitalization. Someone may be in Ward 21. You know, what I was hearing, literally from waking up this rising, then even listening to one of the messages, and I thought this is no coincidence. And the name of that message was called Trigger. You know, this is on YouTube. It was a trigger message. And I kept on hearing, see them run, see them run. That's the intro of the song, you know, because someone's sending shots fired. This is another thing I've been hearing all day, shots fired. So anyway, as I'm channeling this song and this energy, shots fired could simply mean that someone's had enough, you know. Someone is no longer holding their tongue anymore. Somebody's now speaking their truth. They're tired of sitting on the truth, is the energy I'm picking up on here. I was also picking up on this energy of first, the last in is the first one out type of energy. I was also picking up on the energy of leaving something behind. Letting bygones be bygones is a type of energy, you know, burning your bridges. So let's just see in regards to these energies that I've been picking up on throughout the day. What's the overall major arcana energy in regards to this energy for those that's needing to hear this message at this time? And we've got the Strength card here. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Emperor. What's behind the Emperor? This could be somebody like a judge, somebody of an authority, you know, but this is definitely somebody here who I'm feeling like is needing to, first of all, stand in their power. Someone here who's needing to have strength for whatever this situation is that I'm channeling, that I'm picking up on. So let's just see in regards to the energy of this message. Let's see what's the energy surrounding the overall energy here with the Strength card. Leo energy. Let's get another few more cards in regards to the energy. That's the main male holding the crane come out. Either in the reverse nor the upright. And that's the card of yin yang. That's just fallen to the ground. It kind of wanted to show itself in the reverse. So somebody may be totally out of balance here. You know, somebody may not be standing in their masculine energy right now. There's been some kind of a shift. Maybe some kind of a financial restraint, which is at the bottom of the deck. And we've got door to personal healing. And doesn't even say that. It says door to spirit. And the card that wants to also come through in the reverse, guided to leave it in the reverse, card number 2. And it's journey. And I'm paying attention to that bridge. You know, it's bringing me back into the energy of burning that bridge. It's a message I did on my first channel. When I first started that channel around 6 years ago. It was in the energy of Taurus. And it says, let that bridge burn. Or along those lines. Walking away and not looking back. And we've got the thinking woman here who's also in the reverse. In this energy of adjacent possibilities. I'm going to clarify these cards. So let's just see. Happy families in the reverse. I wanted to clarify the man holding the coin. You know. And we've got healer of all ages that wants to come through under this energy of yin yang. Which again was also here in the reverse. In regards to this energy of daughter spirit. Why is this energy of daughter spirit here? Strategies in the reverse. In the energy of journey. Which is also here in the reverse. And we've got the 5th chakra that wants to come through in regards to this energy of journey. In regards to this energy of this thinking woman that's here in the reverse. And we've got this caring relationship. There could be some kind of non-communication right now. In regards to some kind of, I don't want to say romance. But then as I say that, angel or love is at the bottom of the deck. This can just be a platonic friendship here. You know. Or this can just be on connecting to a feminine energy or on connecting to a masculine energy. You know, that's in their feminine energy right now. More in tune with their feminine energy right now. That's kind of in no communication with anybody. I'm picking up on this energy of a spiritual awakening, and during a spiritual awakening, when we go into this energy of isolation, in this energy what I'm picking up on here of the hermit, we don't speak to anybody, you know. We keep ourselves to ourselves. We let what needs to fall away. No explanation, no hesitation, no apology is what I'm picking up on. No communication is here in the reverse. No caring connections. I'm hearing no care in the world. Let's get one more card there in regards to this energy of the thinking woman, which is here in the reverse, in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating. 3 cards fell to the ground, and it's indecision, community, and angel of strength, which the strength card is the overall energy here. I'm just going to take the card that fell on the table. There's 2, which is the storm warning, and daughter personal healing and happiness, which I already thought was out here, you know. The road ain't being easy for those that I'm connecting with right now, is what I'm picking up on here. But let's just see, I'm curious as to why this Emperor is at the bottom of the deck in regards to the energy of this reading. Why is the Emperor at the bottom of the deck in regards to this energy of this message for those that may be resonating? I'm picking up on this energy of what direction to go in. I'm picking up on a runner energy. I'm picking up on an energy of what direction to go in. But someone's protected at all 4 gates is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, you know. I'm hearing somebody may be caught in some kind of a rat trap. Someone's caught in their own trap. And we've got adjacent possibilities. Someone is just focused on their own goals and their own healing here right now. And the direction that they're heading in. But there's an energy that's trying to pull you in. With this storm warning energy is what I'm feeling here. Why is this energy here? Or strategy in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message? It's like this energy of steering somebody off course. Why is this energy of strategy here? Woman holding the coin is in the reverse. I'm hearing right now that your ideas is needing a practical plan. Rest and rejuvenations at the bottom of the deck and the world card. And I can feel some kind of deception. I just couldn't see the deception. But nevertheless, it didn't come out, so I'm going to leave it where it is. So let's see, in regards to this energy of this man holding the coin. And we've got this energy of death magic. It wants to fall into this energy of healer of ages, which is here in the reverse. And when I see the healer of ages, it gives me the energy of the magician. And to see the magician in the reverse, you know, it's somebody who's not using their power or their finances in the right way. Why is this energy of happy family here in the reverse, which is card number 4? Someone's veil is slipping away. You know, someone's beginning now to see behind the veil. They're beginning to see some kind of an evidence, is what I'm picking up on. Let's get one more card in regards to this energy. Why is happy family here in the reverse? Someone's seeing their family for exactly who they are. And we've got this mature woman. Neither in the, well, she's in the reverse. It's falling over into this energy of this caring connection. Somebody's mother or mature woman, somebody's partner, isn't who they thought they was. You know, they're mixed up and involved in and dabbling all kinds of stuff. Let's get a card in regards to this energy of yin yang. Why is this energy of yin yang here? For those that I'm connecting with in the energy of this message. Single, successful. Single, sexy and successful. It wants to fall in the center of this message. Heart of the matter. And what I'm paying attention to right now, as I see the second card come through for this energy, is that somebody is trying to do some kind of an aging. It's like someone wants you to age faster than you are. I'm going back into the messages that's been coming through my channel the past couple of days now. Even on my Empress Earth Wisdom 1111 channel, where I done a Taurus message, it's giving off this energy of forthright. Someone was forced to grow up, and someone's trying to fight to be single right now. Somebody is beginning to understand their worth. Someone hasn't got a plan of how it is that they're going to move away and move forwards, away from this uncaring situation, this uncaring feminine energy that they may be attached to. Let's get another card in regards to this energy of yin yang. Why is yin yang here in regards to this energy of this message for those that I may be resonating with? And I could also look at this and to say that believe in your own power, you know. If you're this energy of this magician in reverse, and this is the house card that wants to come through, I'm just picking up on whatever this is that's going on behind closed doors. There's somebody now that's starting to see beyond the veil, you know. And it's like once you see something in someone for who they are, especially if you see that someone's hands ain't clean and they're dabbling in this kind of an energy, you know, what you want to do is get out of there as quick as possible, is the energy I'm picking up on here. Speedily is the energy I'm picking up on. So let's just see. I was actually going to clarify the healer of all ages that's here in the reverse. And we've got health concern. And this energy of mentally, emotionally unstable. I'm hearing repercussions. I'm picking up on this energy of backfire. So let's see, in regards to this energy of daughter spirit. Show me this energy of daughter spirit for those that may be resonating in the energy of this message. And we've got concern. Let's get one more card in regards to this energy of daughter spirit, in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating. somebody's very much concerned about the things that they've seen behind closed doors, the things that somebody's manifesting. Somebody's manifesting some kind of death energy over somebody, and they've witnessed this. Somebody's witnessed this. I'm hearing with their own two eyes, and I'm paying attention to the time. And the time on this card, I'm seeing that this looks like it could well be 11:11, 10 past 11. Someone's seeing somebody doing some kind of manifestation against somebody, you know. It's made somebody, I'm seeing tears in somebody's eyes here. Somebody's figuring out that somebody's not very stable. Somebody's unstable. They're not who they appear to be, is the energy I'm picking up on here. In this energy of this magician here that's in the reverse. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of storm warning. Why is this energy of storm warning here in regards to the energy of this message for those that I'm connecting with? And we've got this energy of a boss. It's here in the reverse, but it's in, you know. Real love is falling into this energy of daughter personal healing. I was actually wanting to clarify in this energy again of the storm warning. So in regards to this energy, why is journey here in the reverse? For those that may be resonating with the energy of this message. And we've got occupation. Again, it's in the reverse. I'm also picking up now instantly that somebody may have received, and I'm picking up on this grown child energy, may have received some kind of a job to work away. Someone's trying to keep somebody at bay is what I'm hearing. Someone's trying to keep somebody, I'm hearing, to stay. Someone doesn't want somebody to leave the home. So they're doing what it takes to keep someone, I'm hearing, bounded. Someone doesn't want someone to move away for this occupation. Tell me more about this energy. Why is journey here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating? Someone's willing to do what it takes in order to keep somebody at bay, to stay. And we've got this energy of love spell, but it's also in this energy of strategy, which is in the reverse. Someone doesn't know the know-how, so they need to go to a community that knows how. Tell me more about this caring connection that's here in the reverse. Somebody went to the underdog is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing this boss that's here in the reverse as the underdog. It's not the monkey, it's the organ grinder that someone wants to speak to, but the boss is in the reverse. Tell me more about this energy of caring. And we've got the priestess, which is in the reverse. This is a high priestess that's not using their gifts in a constructive way. They're using it for low vibrational acts of love spells and death spells and all this kind of stuff. Let's get one more card in regards to this energy of caring connection. And we've got ending. Something is about to end. This card came out on my Taurus, in my Taurus message on my Empress Earth Wisdom channel, which I put up this rising early hours of last night, this going into this rising. Why is this energy of the throat chakra here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message? Why is the throat chakra here? It's falling on the priestess card that's here in the reverse. This high priestess is not using their gifts in the right way. They're using their gifts to do and break down relationships, to do love spells, you know, death spells. Within this energy of the big house is the energy I'm picking up on. Let's get one more card in regards to this energy. Why is the throat chakra here in the reverse in regards to this energy of this high priestess? Can't make it up. Ritual. They were hoping something was going to go their way in this energy of a storm warning. But the storm warning card is here in the reverse. Something couldn't have been avoided. There may have been some kind of a ricochet effect. But when I see the Tower card, this would represent in the reverse. They wanted to bring some kind of an ending with this card being number 10. But the only body, I want to say, can bring endings to anything that is divinely guided or divinely ordained as the Most High. Somebody had no choice but to put a stop to something. There's a major hole in the road, you know. This to me seems like some kind of natural cause, major event. They had no choice but to come to an end of a road. They couldn't interfere any longer, whosoever these energies are. So tell me more about this energy of this thinking woman that's here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message. And we've got some kind of false documents. Wants to come through in the reverse. This is card number 101, may be significant. Could be a door number. It says, or this could just be a really large document that somebody's needing to read through, 101 pages. I'm hearing 101 Dalmatians, bringing me back to messages I did a few weeks ago in regards to the energy of Deville. You know, pay attention to the details. The devil's in the details, you know. A contract is void, is what I'm hearing. Someone's contract is void. It's falling over into this energy of this boss. Someone was doing some kind of ritual work against their boss. Let's get another card in regards to this woman in reverse. 3 cards want to come through, and it's the chakra blocked and the Ice King. Again, this, for me, this Ice King's giving me some kind of an authoritative energy. Again, it could be a boss, this could be a partner, however this may resonate for you. I'm picking up on this energy of someone was trying to make something happen, that it goes in their way, but something was blocked here. So door to personal healing and happiness. Why is this energy here in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating with? Somebody was expecting something for a long time. Could be this priest energy, you know. There could be 2 involved, the high priest and the high priestess. Waiting for something, and they've been waiting. You know, there's this energy of waiting on time again. Some kind of expectations from this community. Someone's waiting to see their work come into play. And it's not coming into play, they're still waiting. In regards to some kind of real love situation, they're trying to block a real love situation for you from coming in. They're trying to block your personal healing. They're trying to block your happiness. They're trying to block your coin. They're trying to cause some kind of death magic. Why is this energy here of this woman holding the coin in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating with? And that's bondage. It's in the reverse. Someone tried to keep you tied, keep you stuck, keep you blocked. I like the way that I'm seeing this energy of the chakra card. It never came in the reverse, you know. It's in the upright. That means you've got a balance within yourself, you know. And I'm having an element within you that's helping you to remain grounded within this situation in the midst of this craziness, is what I'm hearing. Madness. Let's get another card in regards to this woman holding the coin. I'm also getting the message that somebody's finances had run out. You know, they couldn't no longer pay to keep doing this work against you. No surprise, you know, it's surprises here in the reverse over this energy of this single, sexy, successful woman that's in the obstacle position. There's a surprise that whatever it was that these people tried to do to you, you're still standing. You may have had a few knocks, you know, you may have had some kind of a ricochet effect, but it's never what it was that they intentionally through towards you, you know, and they're still waiting. That's all I'm hearing is then they're still waiting. Obsession. They're obsessed with waiting to see what it was or how this, whatever they were dabbling in, has affected you, and it's affected you little to none at all, you know. At the bottom of the deck we've got, because while you're a healer, how are you going to bring illness or anything like this to a healer? Somebody who has healing hands, anything you touch, I'm hearing, turns to gold. There's a flying monkey directly behind you, directly coming from this energy of this mature woman. Earth angel directly behind that, full of love, full of bliss, trusted. Opposition, he may have been through a few things or two, and I'm going to kind of leave that flying monkey where he wanted to fly. You know, he's going back to his, where he's attached to his rightful owner. Whosoever this energy of this mature woman is, who is this mature woman in regards to the energy of this message? That's aggressive. I pay attention to how my cards come through, you know. And we've got this nice guy that came through in my message yesterday on my Empress Earth Wisdom channel. And we've got a message here, and the card that flew over to the light is Twin Flame Energy. Let's see what this message is. Let's see, in regards to this energy, what's this message for those that may be resonating with the energy of this message? Someone's going through an awakening. This kind of wanted to spin over on the energy of the ancestral deck I've got here. Card number 47. Shocking. This is what's shocking. Someone's awakening to some... I'm hearing how the facts that a message can be so accurate. This message may be 100% confirmation for somebody. Is an energy I'm picking up on. I'm hearing a whole conversation right now. Tell me more about this energy of this twin flame. Which fell over into the light. You know, someone didn't want you to see this true love, this twin flame connection. They done what they had to do. I'm hearing someone saying, I done what I had to do in order to block this connection. But you can't block what the Most High has ordained. And we've got soulmate at the bottom of the deck. And divine feminine directly behind that with a starseed. Everything divine, you know. Right behind you is your ancestors. The year 1984 may be significant to you. I'm seeing this energy of thoughts, and I'm seeing your north node right behind that. Someone is focused on ascending right now and staying on the right path through all of this trickery, craziness. Healers in the reverse. You know, and I'm seeing hands down. I'm seeing a surrender energy here. You know, in the upright, these hands will be up. However, this may resonate with you. But both cards are in the reverse over this ritual energy. There's been union, so there's no need to be so defensive anymore as an energy I'm picking up on here. Okay, I had to press pause on this energy. It's kind of triggering, and you know, I hope it's not triggering for those of you that this message may be resonating with. You know, my whole intentions of when I do my messages is to bring awareness and bring the most important message that's needed to be heard. You know, at the time that you're needing to hear the message, whether it's confirmation that you're looking for, I'm hearing, or just reassurance that all's going to be okay. And if it's one thing this message is showing is that everything is going to be okay. You're over the worst of it, you know. Whatever this may have been, you're over the worst of it. You can relax now. Whosoever this opposing energy is, in this obsessive energy, there's nothing more that they can do towards you other than look into themselves and awaken to their own wickedness. They're going to receive some message. This message card is there neither in the reverse nor the upright. But there's an awareness, a strong realization. I'm hearing resolution to those that try to come up against you. But let's just see. I want to close up this energy. What's the most important message that those that's resonating with this energy on the good side of the scale, you know, that all of this work and low vibrational energy was sent towards? What's the message for those that I'm connecting with in that energy? Un-Hookable. I'm going to read this one from the book. Un-Hookable. Had to press pause because this book is not in alphabetical order. But as I was getting the book, I was kind of chuckling to myself. This is bringing me back to some of the messages that I did back in 2023. And it was in this energy of feeling like a fish out of water. Because whosoever this opposing energy is, tried to throw some kind of magic to put you in some kind of spiritual isolation in a bottle of emotions, you know, overwhelm you with some kind of emotions, trauma emotions triggering, you know. And they try to do this with a masculine energy, the energy of this flying monkey, which is attached to this mature woman. However, this mature woman may resonate to you, someone very close, possibly to your house. I'm hearing down south. So anyway, I'm going to read this card, Un-Hookable, from the book. It says, look at the progress you've made. You've arrived, finally. Healing and change are here. We know we've come a long way when these things that once triggered us no longer do. That person, that place, the old story, the family dynamic, after what feels like way too long, all of a sudden, what used to knock you off course or send you into a spin no longer does. So instead of spiraling and giving away your power, you find yourself standing steady, whole and tall. The thing or person that once had power over you no longer does. That wounded part of you has finally healed. This card is a celebration of how far you've come and how much work you've done. It honors the path you've taken and the journey you've been on. To be unhookable means that you've healed that which once threw you off course. To become unhookable means to stand in your own power. Confirmation. To be unhookable means that you draw your strength from within. To be unhookable means that your roots are deep and your inner connection is strong. Congratulations. You've come such a long way. Honor and acknowledge the progress you've made. Celebrate the growth you've achieved. Inner temple activation message. I honor my inner strength and authority. I draw my power from deep within. And at the bottom of the deck, from deep within, I was literally going to say DNA deep, ancestral healing is at the bottom of the deck, you know, as I'm looking at my ancestral deck. Let's pull one of these cards to end this message for those that may be resonating with this message. You're unhookable. I done a message quite a few years ago, and it said that they tried to pull you into their world. They thought you couldn't see in the dark, but you could. In this energy I'm picking up on, they tried to pull you into the sea, into their world. They thought you couldn't swim, but you could. DNA deep, you know. These people only knew your name and not your story. But now is the time to nurture yourself, whole self and health, whole self, natural therapies, balance. Maybe these are the things that you're needing to work on, you know. Maybe these are the things that kind of got interrupted along this energy of all of this stuff that you was dealing with that you've now overcome. All of these things is kind of illuminated a pathway for you. You know, at one point you may have had no interest in, you know, holistic healings and things like that, but because you couldn't get to what it is that you're used to, you had to find an alternative way, and your alternative way was to live off of the earth, is what I'm picking up on. paying attention to Mother Earth from where you was, manifesting what it was that you needed from within. You was your own doctor. You've been your own healer. You're a wounded healer. Wisdom and knowledge has been your guide through the inner messages you've been receiving from your ancestors and your spirit guides, the Most High. They've been steering you past this dead end. You know, I'm hearing that phrase, pat yourself on the back. You've done the hard work. There's a message I did of recently, a couple of days ago, and it says the overall energy was congratulations. Laugh and have fun is at the bottom of the deck. Smile, positive energy, and be joyful. And on that note, I'm going to end this message here, and I hope that it has brought you some kind of confirmation. You know that you're on the right path and you're unhookable. No weapon formed against you shall ever prosper. And love and light to you all.